Wow, what a Monday Night Raw. This Raw was honestly a banger. Better than last week. Better than the SmackDown that we just had last week. And today I'm going to be reacting to Monday Night Raw hot takes. I'm sorry I didn't make a post, but even if I did make a post of asking your guys' hot takes, probably no one would answer. But for the next SmackDown, I will be making a post, and if there aren't any, which most likely there won't be any comments, I'll just go to the thing I'm going to do right now. But before we get started in today's video, make sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any other uploads, and let's get started with these hot takes. Are we getting Roman versus Bron Breakker at Crown Jewel? I would love this. You know, there's a chance. It could definitely happen. I was expecting Roman Reigns to return during Seth versus Cody at Crown Jewel. Roman Reigns just seems to be returning on Raw. Is he not a SmackDown superstar? I understand. It's Netflix. You want Roman Reigns, but I'm conflicted, man. Like, SmackDown kind of needs the star power of Roman Reigns, but like at the same time they don't. They would need it, but it's because they're not pulling the trigger with the Randy and Cody storyline, and they're not actually pulling the trigger on Drew McIntyre either. I would love for Roman versus Braun to happen at Crown Jewel, but do I think it's gonna happen? Unfortunately, no. Something smells fishy here, don't it? Can see Jimmy and Jey resetting their feud and hopefully not getting it cut one time again for maybe the Royal Rumble. Yeah, this could happen, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like Jey will ever betray Roman. But maybe he does, which is what I want to happen, because like Roman's telling like him to like act like this, but I hope Jey will like overstep the line and like go even crazier than Roman, like what Solo was doing basically. And he's probably gonna feud with Jimmy. We could get a WrestleMania rematch. Hopefully it's better than their match at WrestleMania 40, but Jimmy and Jey could happen at the Royal Rumble, and you could do Roman and Jey at WrestleMania, but you just have to do Roman and Seth at WrestleMania. I don't think Roman is gonna face Seth at Mania. I think his match at WrestleMania may end up being Jey Uso. That's exactly what I was just talking about. It could happen, but does it need to? Because we've seen Roman and Jey many times, and yes, they've all been bangers except for SummerSlam 2023. And I know the story here is way more. It's different, but you could do this match at like the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber. Probably Elimination Chamber if we're going to do Jimmy and Jey at the Royal Rumble. Hot take, as it is becoming obvious for Roman and Seth at next year's WrestleMania, so the story would be where Roman beats Seth and wins the title. At the very end, The Rock comes out with the Vision and attacks on Seth and brutally injures him. And on Raw, what? Bro, I'm telling you, man, there's no way this is happening. No, I think you're new to WWE or something. The Rock never wants to show up to work, okay? And that would just make no sense. If we're getting The Rock to come back, he's supposed to be a heel. He was a heel when he left, and yes, he still loves his family. But if we're gonna try to do Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia, you could just make The Rock betray Roman there, and then he's probably gonna never show up again. And then maybe he'll return like a year later, and like almost a year later, and then that could actually happen. It's probably not happening. Is Roman grooming Jey to be the next tribal chief? I think Roman is getting inside Jey's head again, but man, this bloodline story is the best told story on Raw and SmackDown. Real. Could we be seeing, you know what could happen? We could get a SummerSlam Tribal Combat rematch from 2023 and actually make it good this time. Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso Tribal Combat. This could happen at SummerSlam. And then do not make Roman win there. It's Jey's turn. Make Jey win at SummerSlam if this happens in SummerSlam 2026. Notice how Roman didn't say anything to Jimmy and just left him out. Jimmy's gonna turn on his family. And I think join the Vision. Yes, No, like, this is... If Roman was supposed to talk to anyone, it should have been Jimmy, because Jimmy was out of the equation the whole time. He was busy with solo stuff. Jey was always in it. Pause. He was always feuding with... He was always feuding with the Vision. Jimmy was out of it while Roman Reigns was still in the last time he was there in Clash in Paris. I don't see Jimmy turning. I think Jey could turn, and then Roman will probably like side a little bit with Jey more, and he'll be like, Jimmy, come on, you turn too. And then Roman and Jey start getting a little mad until Jey starts like going even more crazy than Roman realizes. And then Roman and Jey get the feud, and then Jimmy still not like fully forgive Roman Reigns. I think that could happen. I was about to say all of these hot takes I've spoke about is about Roman's return, and I know it was a really big moment. But finally, this is not about Roman Reigns stuff. Okay, nice spelling, bro. The storyline is good. They should have mid-card storyline like this in the women's division. Yup. This is not really a mid-card. Look at the names. Rhea, Iyo, Asuka. Kairi's kind of a little bit of a mid-card. But this is going to be an awesome match. Rhea and Iyo, I mean, I would love for the Kabuki Warriors to win, but this is in Perth, and it's Rhea's birthday. There's no chance that they lose. Actually, maybe, I don't know, maybe the Kabuki Warriors could attack them later. But this honestly could just happen on any episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm just saying. But yeah. I hate to say it, but I think we all know that this is where the direction is pointing at. Brock vs. Cody. Oh my god. For the WWE Championship maybe at the Royal Rumble. By the way, I love them. I just don't want to see them again. I don't know. Maybe the title being on the line can change something. Yeah, that seems like it could, that they might go with that. But personally, I don't mind it. I don't mind it as long as Cody retains, because if Cody's gonna lose, no, don't make it to Brock Lesnar. We have Randy, Drew, one of those people, okay? But even if you're not gonna do them, you still have Jey Uso. Not Brock Lesnar. He doesn't. Oh my god, this seems like a WWE move ever since they had Brock squash Cena. Did we just witness Cody, Roman, and Seth at the same show? We did. Yeah, that is kind of cool, but just letting you know, bro, we had that at the build to WrestleMania 40. And not just only that, The Rock was also there, and that's not like a tiny thing. That's a big deal, probably the biggest deal out of the four. I think Brock Lesnar helped Seth Rollins beat Cody Rhodes, setting up a crazy War Games match. Yup, I think that's where things will be going as well. But yet again, now I'm starting not to. Because every time I have my hopes high for something in WWE, I always get so disappointed. So you know what? No, this is not happening. I want to see this match. Yeah, this would slap. But you know what else I want to see more? Especially since Oba lost the title. It could definitely happen. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Bro, this would slap. Bro, just imagine this match. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi versus Jacob Fatu versus Bron Breakker versus, I don't know, Bronson Reed versus Rusev. Maybe like these, like big, like, pause, but like such dangerous men going all at it. What the heck was Seth doing while Roman was destroying his boys? This is just the thing. They're not gonna have Roman and Seth face off and fight. I don't know, but they're not gonna do this early on. They'll probably have a confrontation during Survivor Series War Games. I think Kairi's gonna turn on Asuka. This is not happening. It's not. And especially not this soon. Maybe it could happen later. But this is not happening. This has been proven to have a 100% sex. Bro. What did I just say? Bro, that was an accident. Success rate with the crowd reaction. This man get taken out by the Vision. Return, take out the Vision. Have a match against the Vision. That's just the formula. It happened with WrestleMania. After that, he came back, teamed up with Jey against the Brons. He got taken out by the Vision after SummerSlam. Came back to have a match against Bronson Reed at Clash in Paris, and then they took him out at Clash in Paris, and then he just returned. She should be the one to dethrone Stephanie. Yes, but Raquel deserves it, but they're not gonna do it. But what I think is it could happen is Raquel winning a mid-card title, but both women are heels. We need at least one face the mid-card champion, and I think Roxanne will take the title off of Stephanie. I mean, that's not who I actually think, but if it's gonna be Raquel or Roxanne, it's gonna be Roxanne. I don't want to overhype shows after what happened at WrestlePalooza, but the Crown Jewels card is stacked. More matches will be announced. Yeah, it is stacked, but my expectations are starting to get high. We could see Brock Lesnar. I don't know. What probably will happen was maybe I could definitely see Brock coming out for John versus AJ, but not for Cody versus Seth. Because every time I think something like that never happens. Brock may just he'll probably just come out. I'm just saying, if I don't mind Brock Lesnar coming out, but do not make Brock cost Cena the match. Make Cena beat AJ, make Brock come after. No, just no. You could have him laid down on the floor. I get Cena needs this win, bro. Please, he is so close. And then we don't need like a match after from Cena and Brock. They could just have the match at Survivor Series, and then Cena will just pin Brock there. And also, if Cena is in Survivor Series while Brock is teaming with Division and we got Roman and Punk on the other babyface team, Cena will technically have a match against Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker, and those people. And Roman Reigns will also have a kind of a match with Brock Lesnar. Cody will also have a match with Brock Lesnar. You realize how crazy that is. It won't be like an actual proper match, but like it's still gonna be like a cool for John Cena because he'll be able to face Seth Rollins and Brock, and he needs to pin Brock Lesnar for the win. Raw needs him back. Yes, where is Ilya? Are they gonna release him or something? He could be the fourth member, and that could be why Seth wins. Seth needs to look dominant, and a dominant way of him winning is to beat Cody clean. Trust me, I would not mind Brock or Ilya coming out. Don't make it the Bron Breakker or Bronson Reed. I would rather have Seth win clean then. Unless, if they come and Roman Reigns and Jey Uso come out, and then maybe Brock Lesnar, then I wouldn't mind it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the Monday Night Raw hot takes. I will be asking for you guys' hot takes for Friday Night SmackDown. Stay tuned for the video tomorrow. It will most likely be an NXT review. That's it. Bye.